Greetings and welcome, Soul Tribe and Soul Family. I am Sadi Soul, Soul Sadi. I am her, and she is me. Here, we are all about our anchors to whole being healing, or the process of allowing wholeness, reconnection, harmony, and balance of our spirit, mind, and body, and becoming active participants in our own whole being healing process by learning to listen to the inner wisdom and knowledge that is within each and every one of us. So, a lot of times we hear people talk about um, the fear of failure. But today, I wanted to talk about the fear of success, right? And being okay with being success or successful, right? Um, so let me be honest. I have had plenty, unfortunately, but I've had plenty, and I do mean plenty of failures, right? Or what we would consider as failures. I literally have mastered the skill of failure, if there is such a thing, right? Um, and side note, many failures were needed at some point in my life, right? When I was dealing a lot with what we call spiritual warfare and spiritual attacks. But all of my many failures helped me to get through that. But I'll have to talk about that later on. All right. But success or being successful is like any other skill. We have to build our capacity and ability to do or be that, right? So, what do I mean by skill? A skill is something that is learned through practice, meaning it can be acquired or learned, right, by practicing and taking action. I'm sure you heard of like when people win the lottery, right, and they end up broke again. We can be just as fearful of success as we can failure, right? Um, if it's not something that we're used to, right, in any particular area or role in our life. So for me, I literally had to take time out. I've had to take time out and visualize myself being successful, being prosperous, thriving, and living in abundance, right? I was fearful of success in my career and my finances because it was something that was new to me. Now, I was led to take pieces of paper, right, and write down different amounts of money on them. So, and I had them look like real dollar bills. So I had a $1,000 bill, I had a $10,000 bill, 100,000, 1 million, and 100 million. When I put the 100K in my hand and truly started focusing on having it right and being successful and taking action toward manifesting it, I don't mean just wishing that I had it, right? I literally started panicking, right? I had to start practicing and visualizing having 100K, 1 million, and then building my way up from that, right? Increasing my threshold, and visualizing the actions I would need to take, and the actions that I would need to take, right? And the things that in my life that I would need to release. I had to build uh, the skill of success. I had to build my ability and capacity to allow success. It's just like any other skill. Like when you, say for instance, when you first start working out, right? It may have been, it may have even taken a while for you to finally get yourself into the space of actually even putting forth the effort, right? You have a goal in mind, but you begin to take small, manageable steps. And when you first start, you feel uncoordinated, right? You wake up one morning and you feel stiff and sore as hell, and but you keep at it. You make adjustments as you go. You build your ability and capacity to walk more, to live more, to eat better, right? Um, you're flexible and adaptable with your goals, right? You make adjustments as you go along, um, because life happens, but you keep at it. You put forth the effort in changing and transforming your mindset along with your taking actions, right? Knowing that when we're talking about fitness, knowing that fitness or anything you do or put effort at becoming and being is a mindset. It's more than just your action, right? And so, and lo and behold, you do that and you wake up in the morning, one morning, and you go and you're able to lift that weight or run that mile, right? Or fit into those pair of pants. Success is the same way. If you're not used to it, used to being successful or thriving in any particular area, you have to build up your ability and capacity for that to be successful. You have to allow yourself to be successful and to continue to release anything that is in opposition to it, right? And to keep getting out of your own way. It's a skill. It is a process. Just like with you, like the mile runner, right? Or that weight. You continue to take action. You focus on the solution. Allow that person that you want to be to come forth, right? And again, to continue to get out of your way, to release any old beliefs and behaviors that keep you from being and doing that. Being successful is the same way. Focus and visualize your success and then take inspired action, right? Going in the direction of your joy, what feels like freedom, right? We have to continuously allow and get out of our own way. We are conditioned or programmed to do the opposite. Understand, right? And overstand, what does success look like for you? Not someone else's definition or version of it, but what is success for you? So today, when you get a chance to sit down and write it out, and each day practice and build your ability and capacity to be successful. What mindset does that successful person you wrote about have? Right? What what changes do you need to make? What are some small manageable changes you need to put the effort towards? Right? And you practice daily. Remember, it's a skill. Build, practice, practice. Right? You already know what failure is. Right? You've in any particular area, you focus on failure or why you keep failing, right? What you focus on, you give life to. So it's about focusing on the solution and how you can be successful versus why you have not been successful, right? And so for me, I had to learn and visualize the solution. How can I be successful versus why I wasn't successful, right? Remember, it's a mindset. It's changing your frequency, what you frequently focus on, right? What you're in line with, what you attract and bring to you, right? Focus and direct your energy on what you desire, not what you don't desire. It seems like it's very small difference, but it's huge, right? And so if you don't practice the skill and visualize yourself being successful, you will always go back to your default. It's about changing and transforming and building new neural pathways, and making that your default, right? And building your threshold. And once you get to a certain threshold, then you keep making adjustments. So it's just like anything when you go and you work out and you have a certain regimen and you peak. And when you peak, you make adjustments so that you can keep going, right? So you keep making adjustments. You keep putting forth the effort. For more information, be sure to visit www.sadiesoul.com or anchors2wholebeinghealing.com to find out more information about the Anchors to Whole Being Healing workbook series or any other merch or products. Until next time, here's to Whole Being Healing. Peace, love, light, and bliss. Ashe.